It's not long before I get my next bite, and this one feels much bigger. And this fish could be bigger than I am. When the fish wants to go, I'm letting it go, but I'm letting it go under pressure. It's having to work for the line it takes away. And then when the fish takes a bit of a breather, I'm hoping, you know, in those little gaps, I can gain a wee bit of line. I think we might be an idea to cast off. Jack, I think it might help if we cast off. Are we going? Are we on our way? This is a long, long run. We're running out of line here. We're running out of line. We need to go quick. We're on the backing. We're on the backing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you have a look at this line, this is the backing. I think I may have hooked a monster, but I'm running out of line. That's the end of my line there, off the reel. I want to get the proper line back on the reel. Right, there we are. We've got the line back on the reel here. That was hairy. I was just watching my line going. That line's coming up on the water. There's the fish. There's the fish. There it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah, I've seen the fish now. That is certainly a big fish. It's taken me half an hour to bring this sturgeon in. Knowing that this is only around half the length they can grow to, I now totally believe that a larger one could drag a tree stump into the water. That was a tiring fight. I've caught some big fish in fresh water. This is probably the biggest freshwater fish I've caught. About 300 pounds this one. It's, you know, a real monstrous fish. That's actually 105 or even 106 inches. That's 8 foot 10 inches. Nearly 9 foot. Nearly 9 foot, this fish. It's quite a thought. That's 1.5 times me. At 9 feet, this fish is roughly 80 years old, but they can live to over 100. This looks big in the water, but these things grow to 20 foot, possibly even more, and I mean, just imagine seeing that in the water. I mean, you could be forgiven for saying that was a monster. Up to 20 feet long matches all the descriptions I've heard about the monster, including Robin's. Plus the pectoral fins and the long, streamlined body fit how she described what she saw. But what about the teeth marks on the propeller? Just take a little look at the mouth here. Although it's, you know, you could say it's predatory, it's eaten quite a large dead fish, but there's no teeth in there at all. I can put my hands in there. See, it's very telescopic. You can imagine that just extending and literally just sucking in a small fish. Having only gums means it couldn't have been teeth marks on the propeller, but I think I know what caused them. And what's interesting about a sturgeon, it hasn't got a bony skeleton the way we have or the way most other fish has. It's just got cartilage, but what it has got, it's got bony plates on the outside of the body, not totally covering it, but just in rows, and these are, you know, some form of protection. They really are, you know, sort of quite tough bits of bone. There we go. And also a very bony head, very bony gill flap as well. I believe Bill Treffon's parents actually ran over a white sturgeon, and the propeller going over